this is the tool. It's called Tome.app, and I'll log in. I think I should have a login. Yes, perfect. So there are some templates that are already here. Obviously, if you there are certain number of 450 or 500 credits that you get. Let's look at this presentation tool, right? So you can literally get started. By the way, first of all, obviously this is a paid tool because also get out of this mindset of finding things for free. If a tool does things very, very well, it might be worth paying for if it is saving you a lot of time. I'm not saying you pay for this particular tool, but I'm just talking about that mindset, right? But obviously we have some free AI credits here. So I think that should be enough to create one presentation. Okay, now we click on create. You can see there are multiple ways you can use to create, right? And by the way, it has prompt writing tips also for how to write the best prompts for this particular, to create a particular presentation. But obviously, again, we are I'm looking to quickly demonstrate how this works. So we don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of it. But you can see, you can add multiple things, right? You can literally add Airtable files, Figma files, etc., etc., etc. Okay, let's generate a presentation, simple presentation, using a text prompt. Let's say create presentation about employee engagement. Fair enough. Create a presentation about employee engagement. Obviously, again, you can be better with your prompt, right? Employee engagement at a 200-person organization that has a hybrid style of working, right? Something like that. So the more specific you are, the better the presentation will get. So now you see the prompt is there. The outline has been generated, right? So the hybrid engagement, boosting employee morale in a 200-person organization, the importance of employee understanding challenges, strategies, role of leadership. Continue. And now it will create an actual presentation for you. You can see there are slides now being generated. And just think of it as draft number 1, right? Don't think of this as something which is ready to present. If you start looking at AI generated stuff as draft 1, the first draft, which you can use to improve upon, that is where the value of AI is. If you start using it, to just generate stuff and use it willy-nilly, you are just using it in the wrong way, right? So think of it as draft number 1. See, the slides have been generated. Obviously, one problem that you see immediately is there is a lot of text, right? So that is something that you can change, but also you can use other templates, etc., right? But you can see this is a very, very useful tool to get the first draft of any presentation, right? You can see it's generated these slides. Obviously, you can then add pages here. You can say, create image. You can use it to create image also. So say you want to add a particular image here in a particular slide within the Tome.app, you can create an image. This is image generation, generative AI, right? For the lack of time, I don't want to go into Midjourney and all, because for that you have to download Discord, but I will show you Adobe Firefly, or even I think Microsoft has something around that. So describe the image, right? So let's say black, let's say monotone image of the silhouette. I'm just randomly whatever is coming in my mind, right? Silhouette of 6 employees, hand in hand. I'm just going on the fly here. A monotone image of silhouette of 6 employees hand in hand, working together in front of a whiteboard. Okay, let's just keep it simple, right? Let's see what it is able to generate with this. So I'm sure you have images in mind when you create presentations, right? Like you can imagine it. Obviously, it's difficult to create because Canva, etc., right? You can see. It does a decent enough job. I mean, the better the prompt, the better the images will be. But you can see it does a decent enough job of creating an image like that. And then you are able to use that image right in the presentation. So if I expand on it, it's a decent enough image, right? So I'm just showcasing the possibilities to you. The goal is not to, show you exactly exactly how to do it. That is your job. Your job is to start, use your personal email ID, personal laptop, just in case your organization has some issue with you using your org email for all of this. Create a profile on all of these apps, start using it. If at all you have any challenge, I can assure you someone on YouTube would have created a video on how to use Tome.app. 100% I am sure about it. If not anyone else, the tool itself will have videos on how to use the tool, right? But number one thing is, don't rely on someone else to tell you everything. Just start creating profiles on these, start working with the tools. And that is the best way to learn also.